G'day guys and welcome back to ADOS the Great YouTube channel. So guys, in today's video I'm gonna be giving you my round 6 NRL tips. So we'll have a look at the games from round 5 and talk a little bit about them and how well I tipped. Now, in hindsight, I didn't do that great. And the reason being is a lot of people got 8 out of 8. And the tip you can obviously see it. The tip that I got wrong was extremely disappointing. But yes, let's chat about every game and see how I went. I guess so. First game, Manly over the Knights. I thought even with Turbo out, Manly could still get the job done here, and they were clinical. They absolutely ripped Newcastle to bits. Fair few people did tip the Knights there, 62% to be exact. But yeah, personally, I thought Manly were really good. I think a lot of people underestimate Daly Cherry Evans. A lot of people would say he's overrated, but I highly disagree. I think he does a lot for that club, and yeah, I just think it's this game showed it. So that's the first game. Second game, very close one. I back the Warriors here at Redcliffe. Look, this game is one that probably could have gone either way, and it almost did. The Warriors got the win in the end, but the Cowboys weren't bad. So yeah, that was a good tip for me too. I thought the next one, I am a bit disappointed with this. I'm not so much the fact that I lost the tip, but personally, I think the Broncos got a. It's hard to say, but I think they were a little bit robbed in this game. The reason I say that is that there was a lot of penalties, a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Set restarts, and I can't stand either of these teams. But personally, I think the Broncos should have won this game. That's just my opinion. Is it because I tipped them? Maybe, but I don't know. I just think the Roosters lay all over the ruck and don't get any calls for it. But as soon as another team like the Broncos do, it's a penalty or it's a set restart. So I thought that was a bit of a crappy outcome for the Broncos. But at the end of the day, I guess they didn't take their chances and they lost the game. Next up, we've got Raiders against the Storm. And, the user tips 96% were for Storm. And they deserve the win. I didn't think they were as clinical as they normally are, but they played very well still. And, yeah, they got the job done. So shout out to Melbourne for a good win there over the Raiders. Next up, we've got the Bunnies over the Dragons. As a Rabbitohs fan, I'm proud of the boys for the effort they put into this game. But, man, we slacked off late in that game and let in a late try. I really wish we didn't do that because, we really needed to get that for and against up there and continue our way up the ladder. And letting in a late try really doesn't do that. It also stunts momentum going into the next game. So I don't like that we did that. But at the end of the day, we got the winner. And I guess at this point in time, that's all that matters. All right, Eels against the Titans. The Eels have been red hot in 2022. They've looked very good, and yeah, I just think they've been playing outstandingly. So they got a good win on the weekend, defeating the Titans by 6. It was quite a entertaining game, I must admit. Like 92% user tips. Really, I'm a bit shocked about that because at home I thought the Titans might have had a little bit more support, but inevitably the Eels did get the job done on the back of Mitchell Moses having another big performance as well as Clint Gutherson. Next up, we've got the Sharks against the Tigers. This one was probably the easiest tip of the round. Cronulla got the job done so easily in this game. Like, it was effortless. I feel like they could have probably rested half the team and still got the job done. I don't know what's going on with the West Tigers, but something needs to change and it needs to happen soon. All right, finally, Panthers against the Bulldogs. 3% user tip is a little bit surprising. I thought Penrith would have had maybe 99% of the user tip, but yeah, bit of a shock there to see the Bulldogs on 3%. But yeah, Doggies fans, they do stay loyal. So look, at the end of the day, there was no real surprises in this game. Penrith were the better team on the day by far. All right, so that wraps up the recap for round 5. Let's do my tips for round 6. All right, so I'm obviously going to come back to this game because I do want to talk about the Rabbitohs. So let's start off with the Raiders and Cowboys. Now, 74% of the tipsters are going the Raiders. Look, I am going to back the Raiders in this one. I don't think it'll be a blowout. I think the Cowboys will put up a bit of a fight. The Cowboys played well in round 1. I believe they played the Raiders. Could be wrong about that, but I believe I'm right. Actually, we can literally just check this. No, it wasn't round 1. I thought they played the Raiders. There we go. Round 2. My apologies. So, there we go. So, yeah. Look, at the end of the day, I think the Raiders will win this one. Not comfortably, but they'll get the job done. Rabbitohs, we'll come back to that game, as I said. Panthers over the Broncos. Look, yeah, 97% to 3. I do think the Broncos will bounce back soon, but it won't be in this game. I'm tipping the Panthers to win this one by 18. Seagulls and Titans at home. I think Manly get the job done. And the tipsters tend to agree on that one. Storm and Sharks is a tough one to back. Now, I think Cronulla will put up a pretty good fight here. And I do think they are one of the teams of the round that could pose an upset. Storm haven't been playing at their best. So whether we see their best this weekend is uncertain. I think they're probably at their best against the Bulldogs, but fell off a little bit last week. Look, I'm going to back Melbourne. I'm going to go the safe bet here and back the Storm, but I think Cronulla could be a team to watch. I definitely do think there could be an upset in that one. Roosters and Warriors. I'm tipping the Roosters at home. I think they get the job done quite easily here. Tipsters tend to agree. Dragons and Knights. Very close. I'm going to back the Dragons in this one. I know that they are the favourites, but they're not the favourites in the tipping, apparently. So I am going to back the Dragons because I think at home they can get the job done. But look, this is a game that could go either way as well. Finally, we've got the Eels and the Tigers. 98% say the Eels, and I agree. The Tigers won't win this game. It's just plain and simple. If they win this game, I'll definitely worry about where the Eels' heads are going to be at after that. All right, and finally, the Rabbitohs and Bulldogs. Obviously, the user tips are heavily focused towards Souths. Not as heavily as a lot of people probably would think. And these Good Friday clashes do tend to be fairly tough. Like these two teams absolutely hate each other when it comes to Good Friday. I think it's going to be an absolute thriller of a game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout by any means. I'm obviously tipping my Bunnies, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Bulldogs pulled off an upset here. Well, I'll say that right now. Like the Bulldogs are lacking confidence, and I think this is the time that the Rabbitohs need to step up and put a big scoreline on. But at the same time, I think this is a game the Bulldogs will probably go into thinking they can win. So who knows? But yeah, guys, they are my tips for this week. I've gone with all the home games. Hopefully I've got them right. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Have I hit the nail on the head here, or am I way off? I'd love to hear your opinions, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for your support. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.